I stop in Santa Fe, New Mexico to see a friend of mine, and she goes, why don't put your show up here, Ann? I go, no, I'm going to New York. But something possessed me. I was just visiting her for a week to get on her bicycle, and I rode up Canyon Road, which is the richest road in Santa Fe, New Mexico, with all these beautiful mansions and galleries. And something possessed me to get off my bicycle, write a little note, and I wrote, hey, I've been living in the bush in Alaska on a boat in a tent. Can I live in your Airstream trailer, which was behind this mansion? And the next day they wrote back, or they called me, I left my phone number, they called me and said, the Airstream trailer is not ours, but the mansion is, come move in with us. We are 3 professors studying chaos theory. So I took that as a sign, synchronicity, yes, indeed, I need to move in here. So I need to stay in Santa Fe and do my first solo show. I did, and so I started looking for theaters. I had this money from Exxon, and I didn't see any theaters that I liked. I said, I want to build my own. I had money. And so I'm singing in the church choir, and I'm thinking, how am I going to do this? And I just started putting out intention. I always found this is a big thing in my life. If I put out intention what I want. So I let the people in the church know I wanted this, and they go, well, here's some land. They just gave me the land. And then I put a personal ad in the newspaper. I wanted to meet a guy, and at the time, not many people put personal ads, but I put in something very sexy, so I got bombarded with ads. I mean, people responding, and the one guy that I picked, I didn't know this at the time, was a contractor. So he ended up building my theater on this piece of property, and it was glorious. And the thing I found out, once again, putting intention out. And the other thing that I saw was amazing that well, not amazing, this is something I learned early on in my creative process, that I procrastinate and I wait to the last minute. So I sent out the press release before I've even written the show to make myself accountable to following through and finishing. And that really worked because it just lit a fire under my butt for me to create and do that show. And then about a week before I do the show, the theater's built, the press release is going, and I've got the script written. I realize I don't have any place for the people to sit. And that totally freaked me out. I'm like, how could I forget this? And I was walking through the mountains in Santa Fe, and I just ran into this kind of like good old boy and explained my situation. And he said, you know, I said, I don't have any place for him to sit. And he goes, don't worry, I got a set of bleachers. I'll pull them up right here. And the next day, he came with a set of accordion bleachers, 150, and boom, I had a theater. And this show is a whole success. So I laid it on the line for the first time, got incredible reviews. I got in a movie, and the director of the movie said, I told him what I wanted Saturday Night Live, and he goes, no, go to Groundlings. That's where everybody goes to in order to get to Saturday Night Live. So I went to Groundlings, auditioned to get in Groundlings, and I immediately got into Groundlings after many things, and was performing every week with Will Ferrell, Sherry Terry, Chris Kattan.